just assumed that because the way he was.
He was drunk. I wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
Okay. And he told them that. He's not drunk. I'm drunk. So I wasn't drunk. But yet they assumed that I was. And then after they got him back there to the back, okay, I sat down. I started calming down. I just, because I was amped up. Well, then all of a sudden, I remember his cell phone. I had his keys to the truck. I ran to the truck, grabbed his cell phone. I unlocked the truck, grabbed his cell phone, took it off the charger, come back in. I gave her the keys to the truck. I said, here, baby, hold these. And I walked to the counter. I said, ma'am, can you please give this to Mr. Royston? Can you give this? Oh, yes, sir. She took off. As soon as I didn't see her, I called her. Hey, Tom, you all right? Oh, yeah, they're for start IV, man. I'll call you right back. I was good, brother. Sitting down. That blood sat on the fucking floor for at least 34 minutes. I'm looking at my friend's blood sitting on the floor. They're not caring. I got another couple comes in. Big old gash on the side of her head, redheaded. Everything you want to see on video. It's in my statement. And they started the husband started talking to the woman what happened, and the woman's making stuff. The woman knew the woman behind the counter. Oh, hey, I ain't seen you in forever. And then all of a sudden, the husband was filling out the statement, and I started talking to the woman, the wife. And she said, what happened? I'm explaining what happened. And as soon as I started telling them that I didn't like the service, the woman behind, oh, well, we got a room for you. And it was like that. They didn't have the clipboard signed, but yet they already had a room for them, and the woman wasn't bleeding out. And I voiced my opinion. I was pissed off because the way you treat people, you don't treat people that way. Well, then they got them back there. So I'm calming down again. I'm sitting there. Buddy of mine comes out the back, Donald Flannery. I don't know if I wrote that. I'm sure I wrote that on my statement. Well, he come down, Eddie, I don't know why I'm getting sick. I said, you taking vaccines? Yeah, I took 3. Stop taking the fucking vaccines. I'm that person. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. So once I did that, the woman behind the counter got her attention. And then I'm talking to him. While I'm talking to him, she gets her attention. She gets up and, yeah, well, Mr. Royston wants his keys.
I said, we did what they told us to do. We left. But if they had actually let me get my
belongings out, we would have never came back.
Been back. But they wouldn't. And we were told them, my
we wanted to get a
in
purse.
that vehicle.
If I would have said gun, or guns.
My house keys, everything is in that vehicle. Can you just unlock the door? We weren't even asking for the keys back. Yeah. Just unlock the door so I could get my stuff. They wouldn't let us do that either. So, but they were told several times before we left, when they asked us to leave, that my belongings were still in that vehicle. And we
just changed door locks at our house that day, so we had no keys to the house except for the keys to her purse. And then, like I said, her guns were in the purse. So.
And I told them when we came back, I was there to get my belongings out of that truck. And we weren't coming back to cause any trouble. We just wanted to get my belongings. And
ink might be a little bit low. I don't know how good dry side is, but
oh, that's perfect, brother. Yeah.
As you read along, if there's anything you want me to change or add, I got it right here. I'll put it onto the actual report.
Okay.
And then I'll get you to sign it. We're good.
Sounds good. On 24th of June, I was arrested for resisting arrest due to an incident that occurred at the exceptional ER in Orange, Texas. Prior to the police arriving, I was talking to a female employee who took the set of truck keys from me under false pretenses. The employer told me that the patient that I drove up there in his truck wanted his keys back. I tried to explain to it that my wife's belongings were in the truck. Well, that was that's what I'm saying. Whenever they took the keys, it was after we was telling them, okay, well, let us get her.
Yeah, they didn't tell us to leave until like probably 20 minutes after they took
they took the keys.
So we were still sitting there waiting for our friend.
I was talking to John, and then all of a sudden they come after they took the keys, and my wife sat back down. And
wanted his keys back.
She sat down. See, I didn't know they took the keys from her. I had no idea.
And we waited in 20 minutes
Yeah, and then they came.
before we
Was told
that
that
we
had to leave.
needed to leave the property.
Which we left right after they told us that.
Okay.
After I asked for the keys so I could get my stuff, but.
Sure, yeah, okay, so after that, I tried to explain that my wife's belongings were in the truck and that we wanted to retrieve them. She refused to give us the keys to our friend's truck, even to obtain our own property.
Yes.
Y'all left
Yes.
after that?
Yes. As soon as they asked us.
Left the property. And about how much longer? Because I know y'all went back. What was
Yeah,
it?
Well, I
it
mean,
was
he-
20 minutes.
He lives on
maybe?
two lanes, so
Yeah.
from
However-
20
there,
to 30 minutes
yeah,
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
just enough for you. I mean, I guess apparently y'all got there and then we was gone, and then we got back. But
Yeah.
And,
Just long enough for us to get my car.
it doesn't say anything about no guns, because I want you to
We left the
specifically.
property for about 20 to 30 minutes and returned to try to get
Or my property.
Retrieve
tried
the.
to-
Well, we didn't want to tell them, guns in the truck, but that's what it
Which-
was.
The patient was up, he was on his way out when we got there, so.
Okay. Return to try to retrieve our property. Okay, I spoke to the owner after the fact, I'm gonna put up the truck.
On my way up there, I spoke to him and I asked him. I said, "Did you ask for your keys?" "No, sir, Eddie. Why would I do that?" And it's in the statement.
Okay, so change that to on our way back to the ER. And he denied requesting his keys from the staff
Right.
and stated they drove me there, I had no plan, and,
Yeah.
they drove me there, and I had no plans on them not driving me back.
Right.
He also denied giving anyone permission to take the keys from us.
Yes, yes.
I reviewed some of the body camera footage that I had obtained from the police department and observed the nurse speaking with one of the officers. The nurse stated that she did,
That was Captain.
She did
She talked to Captain Long Lewis. Long Lewis.
Long ways.
take the keys. The nurse said that she did take the keys away from me and my wife, and that her reason was we were not the owners of the truck. I was unable to retrieve my property from the truck prior to the police arriving and ultimately going to jail. I believe the female employee lied about my behavior to the officers and believe that they were responsible for the events that ultimately transpired that night. And you do wish to pursue charges?
Yes. But I want to put in there gun. You got to put guns in there because that's specific. I mean, you say property, you can say property all day long, but until you specifically say guns, because we had guns in there, and and they had full control of the guns. Whenever they have full control of the keys of the truck. So like if I borrow your truck and you got a gun in it, and I'm a convicted felon, who's going to charge for that gun? Me.
Tried to explain that my wife's belongings, which consisted of her purse.
Firearms, purse and firearms.
Okay, purse with the house keys, right?
Yes.
House keys and firearms.
Yes. We're from Texas. Wish you worked my YouTube channel like that. Here, you want that one back? They got the incident number right there in my packet right there. We needed it.
And the information, 1012 Moss, West Texas, 616 to 70.
That's me, all day long. I'm Mexican. I kept on hearing white male, but my last name is Gonzalez. I'm a Mexican.
I knew a couple of Hernandezes that were not.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You right-handed by chance?
Yes.
Cool.
Luckily, huh?
Yeah, just right there on the bottom right.
I'm gonna reread it and.
Sure. Good.
So it'll be cold enough when I get outside. It will take a while for me to get hot.
The sun's still out. It'll be a little bit warm still.
Well, I don't have air conditioning in my truck, so I'll thaw out.
I was in high school my whole summer without AC. My left arm was much tanner than my other one, my windows being down.
Mm-hmm.
The employee told me that I drove up there in the truck and wanted the keys back. It says she sat down in the lobby waiting for I don't. Was it 20 minutes?
It had to have been about 20 minutes.
That we sitting there and okay.
Mm-hmm.
After the new couple got there, it was 20 minutes.
What?
Well, anyway, it's pretty much it, brother.
Yeah.
It's a roundabout. I mean,
Yeah, because if y'all just
Yeah.
go over there and just get the video, it tells it exactly what I
Yeah,
say.
I mean, I don't know the
What they
exact time that they took.
You know what they said. I don't know what they said, but I know what they said on their statements.
Yeah, well, even if it's not exactly 20 minutes, it demonstrates a
Yeah.
Because we sat and
Yeah,
waited.
because I'm pretty accurate on everything I got. But can I get a copy of that? And then I don't need a copy of that packet.
Okay, so you want us to keep this?
Oh yeah, that's all. That's y'all's evidence. If y'all want me to send the video, I'm sure y'all got it.